I still can't believe I'm standing at Old Trafford. I once, in a rapid fire, was asked 5 cricketers I admired the most in the world, and Jimmy Anderson is one of them. For me, someone who can take that load over such a long period, I'm beginning to identify with him. I still can't believe I'm standing at Old Trafford. I don't know how many of you actually know about Brian Sathiyam other than the fact that one of the ends is named after him. I'm a little older than some of you here, and I grew up. My first learnings of cricket were through the radio, listening to commentary about international cricket, other than occasional test matches. We had very few of them those days. Was to really listen to English county matches or follow it on the newspaper. And for me, the moment you said Old Trafford, Lancashire, the first name which came to my mind was Brian Sathiyam. I didn't know till I came here that one of the ends was named after him. And I was even more pleased to discover that the other end was named after a person who I once, in a rapid fire, was asked 5 cricketers I admired the most in the world, and Jimmy Anderson is one of them. Because, for me, someone who can take that load over such a long period, I'm beginning to identify with him. So it's really, wonderful to be here. And of course, in India, we all know this as the place where Tendulkar's first century happened. And I was so glad today you brought up Farooq Engineer. Yes. Because again, not one, like anything in life, one needs to remind people of talent, of greatness, of great moments. And he was someone really special. In fact, they would say in India that when Farooq Engineer appealed, 120,000 other people did, and you got the decision you wanted. But there are many other associations really with Old Trafford. I won't talk of recent matches for Stuart Broad and India. There are some other memories there. But one of them is the World Cup in '83. And I had the pleasure some months ago of releasing the memoirs of Mahinda Ramanna, who was the vice captain of that team. And many members of that '83 team turned up for that occasion. And both the book itself and the talk, the conversation that followed, there was so much one learned about what was happening on the field, in the dressing room, and it reminded me of politics. That, you wanted to know really how did that decision get to be taken? What was in people's minds when they took that particular call? And I've always been fascinated by the analogy, by the connection between sports and diplomacy, sports and politics. I think there is a discipline there, there's a diligence there, there's a creativity there, which is not dissimilar. So in many ways, I want to say, for me, it's really a great pleasure that we could follow up the formal inauguration of the consulate today by coming here to Old Trafford to celebrate it. My visit, this is my first visit to Manchester, would have been incomplete without coming to Old Trafford.